touched on it earlier. Langata Cemetery imejaa, it's being closed. Ministry of Health agreed with the Nairobi County government. Actually, it was declared 20 years ago.
Hey.
What we've been doing is burying our loved ones in shallow graves on top of other graves. That's now been deemed to be a possible health risk to city residents. So, Langata Cemetery is going to be shut. It's going to be closed. No more disposal of bodies there. You know, I've never understood this African thing of taking a body 500 kilometers. If there's one thing, and here's another thing that even happens. We die in America. We want to fly that body all the way back here to put it in the ground.
It's very important.
Why?
Kila mtu ana ushago yao. Na usiwe danganyo. So what we need to do sasa ni kusongeana. When you start burying, si tunafanya 6, fanya 12.
12 what?
Kuweka hivi. Watu waanze kuwekwa kama, you know,
to pile them up.
Yes. Ajua nani yako hapa chini hivi ndio mkiitwa, si kwa kuitwa tutoke si wote tumeshikana mkono.
That kuitwa thing will not work like that. I don't know where you got this thing from.
Kwa parapanda. Imeanza kwanza hata ile confusion ingekuwa hapa Langata watu wakiamuka.
Listen, that is not a literal thing. Okay? You will not wake up from the grave.
It's a soul.
You're rotten.
It's a soul.
So where are you waking up to?
Tutapewa mili mpya. Wacha sasa a bit complicated wewe ukisoma mambo ya Revelation.
Haki wa Afrika.
Kwani utakuwa unaitwa jina aje?
Who said unaitwa majina?
It's very important upelekwe ushago kwanza. Very important.
My God. Let me ask you, what are you doing with a dead body? The body is, the person is gone.
Okay,
all that is there is a heap of dead mass.
Okay, unaweza suggest aje?
First of all, you need to embrace cremation.
Right.
Have you seen the way Muslims do it? Okay, Muslims bury.
They bury kwanza hao hata
in one day.
Yeah, lakini unaona.
So what is all, but then they are taken to a cemetery, a Muslim cemetery.
Yes.
Hawapelekangu ushago. So what makes you think ushago is where everything is?
Ni muhimu ujue mahali ulitoka. Very
no,
unajua culture za watu pia huwezi zibadilisha Maina all of a sudden.
I want to introduce you to a disposal method known as alkaline hydrolysis.
Unasikia? What is that now?
It's also known as aquamation or water cremation. Listen to this. It's a method of body disposition where a deceased individual is placed in a pressurized chamber with a solution of water and a strong alkali, typically potassium hydroxide, and then heated to 160 degrees. This process breaks down the body tissues, reducing them to a sterile liquid that can be safely disposed of and leaving behind some little bone fragments.
Sasa huyo siku ya mwisho ataanza kutafuta.
Who told this? I told you it's not a literal thing, that thing of siku ya mwisho.
Uanze kutafuta.
So let me ask you, so there is no muhindi ambaye ataamka?
Itakuwa pressure sana. Hiyo line itakuwa na pressure sana. The thing is this, kila mtu aishi na culture yake first of all. Because kuna traditions zingine.
First of all, stop burying people in your personal property. Number one, you'll never be able to sell it.
Unajua
okay?
Tunaenda ushago.
Who do you think is causing these problems in Kisii? Because you all go and bury yourself there. Kisii is the size of Kawangware alone. That is the entire Kisii.
Ya Kisii ina need discussion. Separate discussion. Na lazima kila mtu apelekwe kwake nyumbani bwana. Onyonga.
Who cares what you do with my body when I die? Okay, I've put it in my will. Me, I'm going to be cremated, and it's in my will.
Ushaandika will?
Yes.
Ushaandika will kabla ya kupata bibi kwanza?
Have you written a will?
Bana. Wacha kuniharakisha. The thing is this, wacha hizo vitu za kizungu sana. Kwanza hiyo kitu umeongea ya maji, mpaka unakuwa kama maji. Okay, watu watakuja kuona nini? Maji. You know lazima watu
wakuangalie. What are you going to see? What are you going to see? They are dead.
To view the body. Hauna hiyo part ya kuview body.
View what?
View body before
you can go to a require mass for me. But me, the day after I go, I'll be at karaoke.
Aje. Wewe pia utatuambia vitu na utataka wewe. You know also wewe, you come from somewhere. No. You come from Muranga. I need you to understand you are from Gaturi.
Clear.
You are from Muranga. When you go, it's not about you. It's about we. You belong to this clan. You belong to this tribe. Na wacha kuanza kuchanganya vitu hapa Maina. Don't, and it's a very serious issue. Don't take it as a joke. It's a very serious thing. Do you know there are tribes when you're deceased unafaa kukaa hapo hivi bibi yako wakuangalia hivyo na relatives wako ukiwa umefunguliwa watu wakuangalie wakikuomboleza. They remember the good times. Sio kuharakisha, unaharakisha ukienda hapo.
I need you to give me a call. 0711046105. Is it time for us to stop this Uafricanness?
Ayo yezisha. Aye.
Because what are you going to do? Then there'll be no land left in Kenya. We'll just bury everyone everywhere.
So when you see those funeral vehicles going to
it is so wrong, because what those funerals do is impoverish families. Finish them completely, because you must feed all these mourners who are coming to do nonsense. Mourners who never even cared about the person who's dead. Aye, achana na mimi. 0711046105 is my number. How would you like to be disposed of?
Kweli wewe ni wa town.
How would you like to be disposed of? Because burial nowadays is not even an option. It's not an option. It's time for us to move our thinking away from that nonsense.
It's not about you to decide. Wazee wata decide.
Classic 105 Kenya, or at it's Maina Kageni. Hashtag is Maina Kageni. I'd love to hear from you. Let's talk. Right now, it's all about Langata Cemetery. Imeja. It's going to be shut down any day soon. The Ministry of Health agreed with the county government of Nairobi that it's about time. Actually, Langata Cemetery was declared full, listen to this, 20 years ago. I don't even know how we've been burying people there over the last 10 years. Engineer Kipto, good morning. I love your ideas. Are you going to donate any body parts for when you go?
Kesi ya pale kwa gate mbinguni nikiulizwa ulipeana kidney nianze kutafuta huyo jamaa. I don't have that time. Nothing I'm donating. In fact, after he died 2 weeks nafaa kuwa hapo, because I'll be in
2 weeks doing what?
I'll be there nikishangaa, am I dead for real? Am I dead? It can be a joke.
Engineer Kipto saying ways of disposing dead bodies such as cremation, terramation. What is terramation? Please educate me. Even donation, organ donation. I totally agree. I've actually signed to donate my vitals. I don't think anyone can take my liver though. Mine is like for Charles Maina. Charles Maina ukona mzinga and it's not even 9 a.m. this morning. When are we? Elvis Kibecho saying, let me just go with the traditional and African way. Why? Here's the problem with burying people in your private land. Number one, you'll never sell it. Ever. Who's going to buy land with a grave there? Number two, we are running out of space.
Chinku anatoa hizo nini hapa Kino Muthigare wanazitoa wanajenga gorofa. Ati kubuy land with a nini? Ai. Wanatoa siku hizi wanajenga gorofa.
I don't even know why you're even taking a body from Nairobi to Western or to Mombasa or to Wajir.
Inafaa itoke hata kama iko Qatar lazima ifike.
How much do Africans spend on funerals?
Tupeleke
You guys we don't even get it. Hey, hello. Hello, good morning.
Yes, I want to talk to Maina.
Karibu sana, this is Maina.
Oh, thank you. What I can say about the dead. Yes, mtu akikufa amekufa. Hata shosho yetu alikuwa anatuambia tambo watu wakikufa alikuwa anarushwa kwa kichaka wanakuliwa na wanyama.
Bas, exactly.
Yes. Now, ile kitu inahitajika. Yes, kama ni hiyo kuenda kuchoma wacha mtu achomwe. Kama ni ni kuzikwa. Hiyo it is costing a lot of money.
Yes.
Na hakuna kitu wale watu wanakuja kufanya pale.
Bas.
Hawajai kuangalia hata ile wakati ulikuwa mgonjwa.
Yeah, that's true.
Hawachuliki na wewe.
Bas.
But the last minute unakuta wote ndio hao wanagurumisha magari, wanatumia pesa mingi, a lot of things.
Na hata hiyo pesa hawatawachia mjane.
Hawataachia hata mjane, na wametumia pesa mingi. Hata contribution ya pale siku ya mwisho, hata pale pastor akitoa wanaanza kuulizana, hii inaenda na pastor au inaachwa na familia. He don't. So for me, wacha mtu achomwe.
Yeah.
Kama si kuchomwa, wacha hiyo ingine unatuambia saa hii.
Hydrolysis.
Yes.
Asante sana.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I am a Christian,
Yeah.
but there are things Muslims do, and I wish I was born a Muslim.
Sorry?
There are things Muslims do,
Eh.
and I pray I was born a Muslim.
Because theirs is efficient, kabsa.
Yes, you're dead, so you're serving as nothing, okay?
That's true.
So immediately get buried, and then
Yeah.
my Muslims hawapandi maiti. You see, us hadi mtu anaweza kuja kubaia kitu ya 30K.
That's true.
And when you were alive, maybe your last days, you were very sick, very hungry, you had nobody to feed you.
That's true.
And here comes somebody mwenye anajitolea hadi nitamununulia hata ya 7,000.
That's true.
Alafu unanivalisha aje kiatu ya 2K niende nayo chini ya mchanga.
Na hukuvaa hiyo kiatu ya 2K ukiwa hai.
Huku nivalisha nikiwa hai. Nilikuwa tu na ile raba yangu ya blue. Ilikuwa imeisha kabisa.
Bas.
So now myself naweza enda na wewe.
Yeah.
Afadhali mtu achomwe aisha, because you're gone and gone forever.
Bas, exactly.
Because one, even if you're buried in that casket ya tuseme 20K.
Yeah.
After let's say 6 months, the casket is
itakuwa imeoza.
You're not there.
Yeah. Thank you very much. By the way, burials is not something that has been African tradition. African tradition, we used to throw bodies in the forest, they eaten by hyenas. We only started burying dead bodies in the 1930s and 40s. But it's our tradition. We never had that tradition. We used to throw you in the forest, you're eaten by gorillas there.
Hyenas. Inaitagwa last respect. Nowadays we
it's
have
not African.
Last respect.
I'm telling you, it's not African. You used to throw bodies in the forest as recently as the 1940s. Buying me their casket worth 500,000. Muslims are wrapped in a sheet and thrown into the ground. We do Africans like complicating things. What's your opinion? Talk to me. Talking about Langata Cemetery is going to be closed any time now. Ministry of Health agreed with the Nairobi County government that it's now a health risk. And the reason being, over the last 5 to 7 years, what we've been doing is burying our loved ones, not in proper graves, what has been technically described as shallow graves, allowing disease to seep out of the graves because you have been burying people on top of each other. Langata Cemetery was actually declared full 20 years ago. 2005. It was officially full. Jennifer Kanyiri, good morning. Say maybe the government can introduce some knowledge in schools on, if need be, on cremation. So we now know and start accepting it mapema. Morning Booster Steve, I see you this morning. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. Have you decided what's going to happen to you when you go? And Mwalimu, we must discuss that issue of will. Mwalimu his mouth was just a gape here when I told him I've already done my will. What's shocking you? Hamida Kroman, good morning, saying cremation is the way to go in Germany. No new clothes and shoes are bought for the dead. Outfit is picked from their closet. Family pay their last respects. The body is cremated. The money for feeding millions. Write a will for your kids to enjoy it. And I've already written my will. Well done, Hamida. Philip Matheka is saying cremation is cost effective, environmentally friendly and time efficient.
Umesema tuingie hapo kwa wills.
Kwa?
Wills. Umeongea mambo ya wills. I have a question. Do women also write wills?
Yes.
Umeona
we need to discuss writing of wills in Africa.
Umeona ameandika will hapa Kenya? A will.
Women always write their wills.
I don't know why they believe we are going to die fast. So hiyo mambo ya will hiyo Maina hiyo. So andike will yake Mungeli nione na mimi pia nione. Is that okay? Mpaka shares za pale za chama. Hii kitu unaongea, you talk like it's a joke. It's very serious. Anioneshe, okay?
Well, haven't you done a will?
I'm not ready to go. No one is ready to go.
It doesn't mean you're ready to go.
But now that you brought that story of the will, so Mungeli alete yake hapa, aniambia kuna...
It's not about your wife.
It's
not about your wife. It's about your succession.
I'm waiting to see
you think
the man ambaye aliachiwa will na bibi yake. I'm waiting to see
Are you telling me you think you'll be here for another 100 years?
Wacha hata hivyo, I'm telling you I'm waiting to see the one man aliachiwa will na bibi yake.
How much longer do you think you've got to live?
I have a lot of time.
Who told you?
A lot of time. Wacha wewe kuniharakisha wewe pia.
You've got maximum 20.
Hata nikifa nitatawala tena.
Oh my God, why is he getting so angry now? Martin Karubi is saying I'm Christian. Nini?
Hiyo kitu ya will ukuje hivyo vile unakuja kesho. Kuja hivyo.
Martin Karubi saying I'm Christian. I believe the body of the dead must be treated with respect and charity in faith
a lot
and hope of the resurrection.
Oh yes.
Who do you mean hope of the resurrection?
There's a resurrection.
It's not literal. Where do you people take that literally? And you're saying let the government find other land for another cemetery.
There's a lot of land. The whole of Kajiado, ikienda hivi ukamana, a lot of land.
So now we start incurring expenses again for transportation.
Ni mali tunatafuta.
The
government has a lot of land.
Hello.
Morning, Maina.
Morning.
Today's conversation about where to bury the dead.
Yes.
I think, Maina, you are right. We as Africans like complicating things.
Very much.
When you are dead, you are gone. There is no pride in keeping a corpse.
That's true.
And then, yes, culture ni mzuri, but there are some things that are just zimepitwa na wakati.
Exactly.
Hii kuzika, unajua unazika mtu na hiyo shamba haiko. Hiyo kabisa umemzika imekuwa been occupied.
Bas.
So for me, cremation, uchomwe hiyo hydrolysis, whatever. And moja tunasemanga mtu ujizika akiwa hai.
Yes.
You should not stress people to bury you when you're dead. Hapana, you should leave. Unafaa watu umesema kama nitakufa nichomeni ama mnitupe huko kwa ocean kama mtaweza.
Yes.
Ama kama unataka kuzikwa then ununue shamba mahali utazikwa.
Bas.
Sisi umekufa unaanza kusumbua watu hapa ati akili utazikwa wapi, Langata imejaa sasa tutaenda wapi? No, if you want to be buried, make sure you leave some land to be buried on. Kama hauna sasa wacha tukuchome.
Bas.
Mimi nasema hata hiyo kuchoma kama itakuwa effective. I see some culture burial process is very expensive.
Yes.
People even more broke than they were before.
Bas.
Kama umekufa by natural causes. Hapana, kifo yako inafaa iache watu na amani.
Amen.
Ulie uzikwe uende yako imeisha. Watu wengine waendelee na maisha yao. Kuwarudisha miaka na miaka nyuma. So I support it. Cremation, hydrolysis or any other modern way. I support it 100%.
Thank you. Asante sana. Asante. Do you know how much? Do you know how much Bob Collimore's funeral cost? Less than 500,000.
I go serious.
Actually, less than 200,000.
Hai. Walifanya aje?
The most expensive thing was just a casket. His body was put in there. He was taken to Karioko. He was chomwad. His ashes were given to his wife. Kuisha maneno. Ati ai sikia Muafrika. Have the final word.
Feel good and your workday goes faster.
Faster.
Faster. Faster. Classic 105. Good times and great hits.
Close our discussion though. So, where are we so afraid of death? And where are we declaring things that were not part of our tradition? Langata Cemetery itafungwa anytime soon. Ministry of Health has agreed with the county government of Nairobi. It's now a health risk because we've been piling bodies on top of each other. We can't keep burying people in land that's going to be commercial one day. It just doesn't make sense. We've got to start thinking of other ways of disposal. That's my point this morning. Mwalimu didn't even want to think of doing a will. We must have that conversation. Because you're not going to stay forever like a stone. What happens to what you've got? However little it is. Hey, surely. Kiongozi, a very, very good morning to you. Let me just go to the message you sent me because it was very, very important. We need to start thinking of terramation. Let me tell you what terramation is. Also known as human composting. It's a process that transformed a deceased human body into soil. It's a natural, environmentally friendly alternative to traditional burial or cremation. The process involves placing the body in a vessel with organic materials like wood chips and straw, where microbes break it down into nutrient-rich soil. The soil can then be used for memorialization, like planting memorial trees or gardens, or for other environmental purposes. Young guy. Up until the 1940s, used to throw bodies into the forest to be eaten by hyenas. This thing of spending 2 million shillings on a funeral, come on now. Have the final word. Hello.
Hello, Maina.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Salimia Kengangi.
Amesalimika.
Sasa, uko na topic nzuri sana leo.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu, I don't understand even as Christian. Sasa kusema tuzike same day kama Muislamu.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu, hata si Uislamu.
Yeah.
As Christians tulitoa wapi tabia ya kuweka watu.
Bas.
Hata Yesu alizikwa same day. In fact, if you read your Bible,